Good afternoon, and again, I want to thank the organizers for permitting me as a representative of the Coca-Cola Company to participate in this last session. And in the deference of time, I'm going to go through this quite quickly. I don't know if we'll have time for Q&As afterwards, but I'll try to be brief. Just talking on what we can do to advance active, healthy living, I think it's important just to talk about what we're looking at. And this isn't unique in terms of the Coca-Cola Company, but it's what the food and beverage industry have identified collectively as what we have to do to make a difference. So we've long recognized that the health of our communities and the health of our business are intertwined, interconnected, and we firmly believe that we can do well as a global company by doing good as a responsible corporate citizen. We can do well by doing good. The next slide just shows our Live Positively program, and this is our call to action to make a positive difference. It starts from the CEO all the way down and from the people who drive our trucks all the way up. So it is very, very vertically integrated as well as horizontally expanded. We focus in on the marketplace and the community and the environment in terms of making this as holistic as we can. Obviously in the marketplace, beverage benefits and active healthy living. Looking at the beverages for every lifestyle as well as every occasion, we believe choice is a consumer right as it relates to our foods, but we also believe that we have a responsibility to provide a beverage for every lifestyle and occasion. And that includes making sure that we do not overindulge as it relates in terms of what we're looking for our particular category. In the community, if I just very briefly look at active healthy living, this extends into the community as well as into the workplace. And then lastly, the environment, looking at energy and climate, sustainable packaging, as well as water stewardship. We look at, if you will, our carbon footprint on both sides of the equation. We firmly believe as we reduce our carbon footprint as a planet, and we increase our carbon footprint as an individual and a community, that is the healthy algorithm that we're all striving for. Let me just go very quickly into our active healthy living program, and again, our commitment to helping communities and individuals lead active healthy lives. We are part of the community. We are a very local company, despite the fact that we're headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. Our focus here is basically three. We have found, over the years, that doing less is more, and if you focus in on three seems to be the magic number in a number of things that we do. So it's about education, what we call think. It's about variety, which we call drink, because we are the largest non-alcohol total beverage company. So of course our focus will be on drink, but the education that we provide as it relates to the diet as well as other healthy behaviors also extends, if you will, into the diet as a whole. And then physical activity, move, think, drink, and move. Let me go very quickly over the construct of how we frame our active healthy living. I just mentioned we look at it from three perspectives: think, drink, and move. We have our tactics, which are basically our strategies, I should say, identifying and understanding the issues, advancing and utilizing the science, tackling the issues internally with our own employees, and I'll get to that in a minute when we look at our audiences, and addressing the issues externally. We look at three tactics, and that's about relationships, research, and results. We firmly believe that in identifying and continuing to support and engage in research, not ourselves, but in terms of what we can do through collaborations, as well as what we can do through organizations, as well as direct support, we can identify what those particular issues are, what those factors are, to apply the necessary interventions in order to derive and arrive and advance workable solutions to the knotty problems that we face as a society. Our audiences, employees are number one. Our workforce is very, very much a target of what we're trying to do in terms of active, healthy living. Stakeholders, and we can't do it by ourselves, and I'll get to that in just a minute, and of course our communities, because even though we are a very large global company, everything we do is at the local level. That's where we manufacture, that's where we live, that's where we sell. So it's very important that we have our focus on the communities. And again, everything that has been said about EPODE resonates very strongly with us, and anything that we can do to assist them, in addition to being partners, we will be there. And lastly, our outcomes, what we're anticipating as outcomes: improved understanding and motivation. We do believe that behavior And I know that's not an easy area to solve, but it's very, very important in terms of motivating people to do the right thing. And whatever we can do to help unlock that particular area is very important to us, because we can have all the information out there. If we don't motivate the consumer to internalize that and practice that, it goes without saying. And we don't believe punitive measures are effective over the long term. Enhanced stakeholder engagement, we do believe in engaging with other sectors. We cannot do this by ourselves. And positive change in perception, behaviors, and health, absolutely our ultimate goal collectively. Again, think, drink, and move. If I go to the next one, this is basically how we view things. It's the golden triangle. Muhtar Kent, our CEO, talks about this, whether he's at Davos or whether he's talking to CNN, in terms of the importance of having, and I know certain terminologies make people feel uncomfortable. So let's think of this golden triangle where we're talking about business, government, and civil society as the connectivity. If you de-link these three, if you will, sides of the triangle, you basically have three sticks. And sticks do nothing other than beat rugs or do whatever you want to do with a stick. But when you connect them, the strength of this model, the strength of this geographic figure has been known forever. If you think about the pyramids, if you think about how people do structures. So again, it's the connectivity. People can use partnerships, people can use collaborations, they can use interactions, but for now I'm going to say just the connectivity. We don't do anything in the absence of looking at the connectivity to make whatever is needed stronger and better. And one of the things that I just want to say as an example is if you look at the National Physical Activity Plan that I believe started, I want to say 2010, you know, as it relates to it being a product of private-public sector collaboration, looking at 8 societal sectors and coming together to identify the best ways and the best means and the best models to be effective in the physical activity area. But we have to apply this across energy balance, which we strongly believe in, healthy energy balance, to make it work. Again, and we don't do anything in the absence of using that connected golden triangle in terms of just the number of connections that we make and engagements we have, from the government groups all the way to professional health organizations, as well as with universities. And we are very open in terms of whatever it takes to get the job done. Thank you very much.